this tutorial on solving two-step equations. In this tutorial I'm going to go through three standard examples to show you the steps, improve on what we did in part one, and show you the steps in order to solve three relatively straightforward two-step linear equations. Okay, so there's that word solve. Just to reiterate, when we solve two-step equations or solve any linear equation or quadratic equation, whatever type of equation we're going to solve, what we're trying to find is a value for our unknown, our variable, our pronumeral. For this video, I'm going to go through three linear equations that involve two steps to solve. The first one, we're going to solve 3x plus 2 equals 14. We're going to solve 5x take away 7 equals 3. And we're also going to solve 8 plus 2x equals 20. So let's get started. The first example is 3x plus 2 equals 14. We're going to solve that in two steps. The first step is to get rid of this 2. To get rid of a positive 2 or plus 2 here, we do the opposite of that, which is to subtract 2. And to ensure balance, we make sure we subtract 2 from the right-hand side as well. Now you can see here, positive 2 take away 2 cancels, and we're left with 3x on the right hand side equals, and on the right hand side here, 14 take away 2 is 12. So 3x equals 12, 3 lots of x equals 12. We're going to get rid of this coefficient of 3 lots of x. The opposite of times is to divide. So I'm going to divide both sides by 3 to keep that balance. That gives us our solution. 3 divided by 3 is 1. So 1x in this case is equal to 12 divided by 3, which is 4. There's our solution. We can give that one a tick because that one's correct. So two steps, one step, two steps. Notice the first step, subtract 2 from both sides. The second step was to divide 3 from both sides. Okay, so we'll go on to example 2 now. Example 2, 5x take away 7 equals 3. So we're going to first of all get rid of the constant here, the minus 7. And to do that, we're going to add 7 to both sides. Minus 7 plus 7 gives us 0. And to ensure balance, we make sure we do plus 7 to the right-hand side. Now, minus 7 plus 7, that cancels to 0. We are left with, on the left-hand side, we are left with 5x. And on the right-hand side, 3 plus 7 is 10. We're now going to get rid of the coefficient of 5 here. To do that, we divide by 5. And we make sure we do it to the right-hand side as well. 5 divided by 5 is 1, or 1x on the left-hand side, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. X equals 2 is our solution. That's correct. We can just double-check that. If we were to substitute or replace this x value with the number 2, 5 times 2, well 5 times 2 is 10. 10 take away 7 equals 3. That's true. So therefore x equals 2 is the solution to this equation. Okay, one more example. In this case we have 8 plus 2x equals 20. Now to solve this one, we're firstly going to get rid of the constant. Notice we've shuffled these two around for this example, but just remembering this constant here is plus 8, and the opposite of that will be minus 8. So we're going to subtract 8 from both sides. That will leave us on this side, that'll cancel out, and on this side we're left with 2x, and on the right hand side 20 take away 8 is 12. 2x equals 12. Our last step in this case will be to divide both sides by 2, and gives us our final solution of x is equal to 12 divided by 2 is 6. That is correct. Substituting back in just to double check that x does equal 6. 8 plus 2 lots of 6. 2 lots of 6 is 12. 8 plus 12 does in fact equal 20. So there you can see, I'll just scroll back through there. 1, 2, and 3 good examples of solving two-step equations. I hope that's helped you out to get you started. In the next tutorial, we're going to look at some questions that involve getting a fractional answer. We're going to have a look at an example involving getting a negative answer. And then in the part 4, the tutorial after that, we'll look at some two-step equations involving fractions. I hope you've enjoyed this video. See you next time.